It's Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and we played in the PPG Ghost Cup today. We ended up coming third place, so top 4 finish. Pretty good. Didn't get the Ghost on me, but I did get a nice Evo Cup Koromon, as well as a bunch of products prize support. Big ups to PPG for hosting the event, and I played Beelstarmon. So I just wanted to share the list. I think this list is really good, this format. It's only like bad matchup is Imperial, and if they don't high roll and you high roll a little, it's not that bad. I played plenty of Imperial throughout the day, and I have all my matchups here, so let's go over it, shall we? So first, let's go through the list. Let's do the list first. I played 4 Demimeramon and 1 Pagumon for the eggs. Demimeramon is best egg for this deck, draw 1, discard 1, and the Pagumon mills 2. I like having 5 eggs. I think it makes things pretty versatile, and yeah, really all I have to say about eggs. For the rookies, we ran 4 of the BT08 Gabumon. So on deletion, the inheritor is draw 2, discard 1. We ran 2 of the Elecmon. On deletion, it kills a rookie. We ran 2 of the BT08 Impmon. On deletion, you mill 3 from the top of your deck. And we ran 2 Gazimon just as a memory blocker, and 1 Dracmon. The Dracmon to recycle, of course, 1 cost and 7 cost options. These are all really good. I think out of all of them, I think the one that feels the worst might be the Impmon, because it feels a little bit slower than the rest, and the other ones have like their very important rules to play, but even the Impmon feels fine. I really like it in the deck. What I would say is the bread and butter of the deck, the 4 Eismon scatter modes. Even though you don't have regular Eismon, drawing 3 and then discarding 2 is huge. It helps you set up future plays. And then I have a bunch of utility champions. I have 1 Vilemon for when you do need that blocker with the Nailbone plays. I have 1 Ginkakumon Promote for when you do need Rush with the Nailbone plays. You could also evolve over whatever you bring back with Nailbone for 1, or for 2 for that matter. We have 1 Ogremon. He is really strong into yellow. If you can survive that first check, he fills your trash, gets security +1. This is the EX Ogremon. And then 1 Black Godomon. It's just a second champion with Rush, and it is a yellow Digimon, which in very fringe cases can come up. Also, the 5 to play over the 6 to play has and did come up during the event, so it's good to keep track of. I play 0 level 5s. For level 6s, I play 4 Beelstar. She's the star of the show. You need to see them, so they're very important. And cards cracked. I mean, you can just do really strong plays, especially towards the late game. You start dropping them for less than 3 memory, and it's very strong. I played 2 Omnion Zort defeats just to give Beelstar something to evolve into, a little bit of Tamer control. We have a very Tamer-centric meta. Tamers are important in every deck. Yellow Hybrid, obviously, the Tamers are important. But even in Imperial, killing that Ken Davis can be very monumental to success. So we have 2 of those. Speaking of Tamers, I do run a few Tamers. I run 2 Analog Youth. It fills your trash and lets you search, like pseudo-search, for cards to add to your hand. We have 1 blue Matashita, because we are running some blue options. I wanted a cheap blue source to be able to play those. And 2 TKs. It could be any blue memory tamer. It could be the other mat. Next set, we get the more generic blue memory tamer. It's a lot better. But for now, it's just this bucket hat TK. Then for options. The rest of our deck is all options, and we play a lot of them. We have 2 Deathclaw. Of course, you want to be able to kill your on deletion effects. It trades with their champions. If they have a Rapidmon or a different armor out, Elecmon plus Deathclaw will completely kill it. It's very strong. We have 2 Calling from Darkness. It gets back 2 purple Digimon from the trash. This card is amazing in this deck because it lets you use Beelstarmon almost infinite amount of times if you get the Dracmon loop going, where you play Dracmon, get back Calling, use calling to pop Dracmon to get Dracmon and a Beelstar, and you could just keep recycling that pretty much indefinitely. I played 2 Darkness Waves just as a way to kind of speed up your mill. That is why I run the 1 black Gatomon just as a yellow source in case it ever comes up late game to where I could put a Beel back in my hand or a utility card. Having the Gatomon in that sense never really came up, but Darkness Wave was a very strong card, using it to fill my trash and make Beelstar as cheap as possible, as quickly as possible. We run 1 Gavolt Schwarmer just for wide boards, 2 Happy Bullet Showerings just for generic removal. It gets rid of level 7s if it's the only thing on the field, which is really this deck can struggle with. 4 Fly Bullets, of course, best generic removal in the deck. 3 Nail Bones, it helps you go wide and put a lot of pressure on your opponent, especially slower deck. 3 Cocytus Breath, which answers a lot of things that normal remover doesn't, and that's why we run blue. 1 Howling Crusher specifically for X antibody. It also comes up against Imperial Dramon because they won't be able to Dragon Mode out their pieces if they hit it in security. So this was my Beelstar list. It's a really fun deck, very rewarding to play. Today in the Ghost Cup we had 7 rounds and top 8. Round 1 I played against a Ragnalord Black War Greymon deck. Very interesting, very cool. I could see how it could work in this format. He did get a little bricked up and I did get that game. Round 2 I played the Mirror and I did end up going a little bit faster thanks to the Darkness Waves, I think. So I got that game. In round 3 we played Yellow Rapid. This deck usually performs very well against Yellow Rapid. You just have to worry about deck out. Round 4 we played Imperial. We did get that one 2-0, but then in round 5 we played Imperial again and lost. That player ended up going first place in Swiss, completely undefeated. Round 6 we played Lucemon. We played Tessero. It was a very cool set of games. Pretty close, but I ended up cinching out the win. And in round 7 we played Imperial again, and I did end up getting that game as well. Everything up to round 6 was either 2-0 or 0-2, and then my last 2 games were 2-1. I ended Swiss in second, and then we went to top 8 cut. In top 8 I played versus Imperial, and I did get it 2-0. It was the same player I played in round 7. We ended up replaying in top 8. In top 4 I played against Yellow Rapid, and I did lose that game 0-2. In our first game I was set up to win, but he checked a Darkness Wave in security, ended up pushing me to deck out. And in game 2 I just opened very, very heavy. I couldn't really play my way out of it. He put good pressure on, and my slow start couldn't pan out. And then we played for 3rd and 4th, but my opponent ended up just giving me the game for 3rd because prizing was very similar, and it's been a long day. So thank you to Josh EXE for cutting the night short, because after I record this, I'm going to bed. So again, thanks PPG for putting on the event. Very cool to get some unique prizing. Thank you to Nobu and Grayson specifically for helping me playtest this deck and theory craft this deck. Thank you to GFG, my team, my family for supporting me and cheering me on. And I don't know which one will get uploaded first, but grats to Dan Bang for coming top 8 at the regionals, which was going on the same time as this event. I did drop from regionals to play in this event because my run in the beginning of regionals wasn't so hot. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. We got a bunch of new stuff coming. I hope you guys are enjoying the deck profiles. I got gameplay videos coming. And we'll see you on Monday for our weekly events, Winamats. And we'll just see you in Discord. Love you guys. Bye.